And we are back with our playthrough of Star Wars Fallen Republic. Merak has been making progress, taking some worlds for the Mandalorians, though he somehow ended up with a poor little Cathar.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might send them to the slave markets and be done with it.
Would be easier, I guess.
Yeah, because I don't want to purge them, and I can't just, send them away.
Yeah.
Initiating communications.
Also, one of my
Construction
scientists
complete.
left. He's going to Korriban.
He's going to Korriban, what?
Yeah. Because I picked the dark side back on that event.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Alright, I need something here.
Just want to make sure that I have a Mandalorian on that
Survey
planet,
complete.
because can I resettle? Yes, I can.
Initiating
I
communications.
just want to make sure I have a Mandalorian on that planet before I put away Cathar.
Initiating communications.
Let's take an unemployed Mandalorian here. 2 unemployed Mandalorians. Okay, now let's throw that Cathar into the market. If I can find out how.
The only bad thing about, mods like this and New Horizons is trying to get acquainted with all of the new
Oh no, the
resources
galactic
and all
market
that.
has not been founded. I cannot send
Oh no.
Cathar away. Okay, I guess I will make them as undesirables and
Technology discovered.
Desirables.
At least it's only one pop, so it shouldn't
yeah,
cause too much issue.
Indeed.
Special project complete.
It seems a Spectre wants to take my scientist as an apprentice. After a week of fending off the attacks of the wild Tukata, enduring the mocking laughter of long-dead Sith lords and clearing the rubble from abandoned passageways with his bare hands, Jos Dare has finally descended to the heart of the ancient Sith Academy. Standing in a dumb chamber in the shadow of 2 crystalline statues, Jos
Initiating
Dare
communications.
is met by a pair of Force Ghosts, specters that identify themselves as Lord
I await your instructions.
Hormedon and Darth Arcos, and they command Jos Dares for his tenacity. The spirits present Jos Dares with a chance, which choice. They're willing to grant him access to the remaining artifacts in the Sith
Course
Academy's
approved.
vault, or the opportunity to study under the 2 Siths. Yeah. Become their apprentice. Mandalorian Sith Lord, let's go!
Legends Mandalorians would definitely not approve, but if this was canon, there is that one Mandalorian Jedi that exists.
Yeah.
I do kind of wonder, was George Lucas just trolling the Star Wars community when he made a Mandalorian Jedi? Or was that Dave Filoni's idea? I'm not entirely sure whose idea it was, but
Who knows? There's a lot of anomalies to research. Wasn't one of them researching? Okay, there's go build stuff there. Thankfully, the piece is alive.
Technology discovered.
Thankfully, the Citronic hegemony has not closed borders, because otherwise I'd end up with a bit of a
oh no, yeah, where
Empire
you'd be
divided
stuck
there.
and all that.
Yeah. I will make an administrative office. Is there only one for planet, or you can just
Construction
make
complete.
as one?
I think you can have multiple per planet.
Oh no! Sith acolytes ambushed Zor Dare. He wasn't strong enough to survive. He has perished. No.
No.
The unworthy do not deserve to live.
Initiating communications.
That poor man.
Went there, it seemed like he had potential, and then he goes and dies.
Initiating communications. Establishing colony.
Yeah.
We're going to need maintenance after this.
Oh, hello.
Initiating
Where's this?
communications.
Kept at. Found the coordinates of the Katana fleet.
Oh boy.
Passive effect is plus 10% research speed, and active effect is try to capture some Katana fleet dreadnoughts.
Oh, nice. Oh, so it turns out I'm not exactly bottlenecked. I can still research 2 systems leading up to the Republic Loyalists territory.
Okay.
So I still got a couple of systems I can expand towards. Meanwhile, I'm rebuilding my fleet still.
Alright, let's build that heavy shipyard that I was supposed to do at Corellia last time, but I kind of forgot.
Oops.
Or I hit the wrong one, I guess.
Oops. Even more whoops.
Yes. What's the Senate up to? Buzzword standardization. Sure, why not? Also, the Empire finally joined the Senate.
Oh. After years of the butting around, the Palpatine finally went fine.
Initiating communications.
Unlimited bureaucracy. Did we get rid of the yeah, we got rid of the Catfer. Okay. And now I have an Ecumenopolis. That's excellent for me.
One thing I'm noticing that's kind of weird, I'm trying to reinforce my fleets, but for whatever reason, they're not, like, traveling to my fleets to join them. They're forming into another fleet.
Oh. I didn't have that problem thus far.
Survey complete.
With that.
Technology discovered.
Oh, I just realized all my planets they don't have a sector. Create a sector. Assign a leader. Yeah, I had a leader sitting there doing nothing. Terrace, however, is on another sector. Therefore, another sector and another leader. Stake. There we go. Oh, and I can finally get another tradition. Domination. What do I want for? Can I demand vassalization as it is? Yes.
Initiating communications.
So I don't need the... Oh no, requires domination traditions or Math Council to be adopted. Okay, so I do need the tradition. And we have a truce with them that's gonna be for a while still. Until Another 6 years. Yeah. No, 7 years. Hopefully they will not join any pacts, or no one is going to... Oh no, they are part of the defensive pact with the Kingdom of Alderaan.
Initiating
Where
communications.
is the Kingdom of Alderaan? Kingdom of Alderaan is across from the Tanab Authority from me.
Yeah, they're
They're very
just
small.
south of the Tian hegemony.
I think I got a do over for the Molten Space Rock event. Because I got the Molten Energy thing again. Maybe it's a bug that it hit twice, or maybe it can just hit as many times as it wants.
I mean, maybe?
War has broken out.
Permission granted to land on platform
Oh.
327.
What? The Tanab Authority, who you agreed to support in their offensive war, has declared a war. What? When did I agree on joining any wars?
How?
Initiating
Was
communications.
that already in place?
Let's see.
Apparently, I'm
Alliance,
at war again.
non-aggression. Did you get a pop-up to
I don't
support
remember
it?
getting a pop-up. And I guess that means I'm at war with Kaffir again.
Well, you could claim the Cathar, I guess, or something. Oh.
Oh boy, no, I do not want that. This was not by design.
Yeah, I don't know how they brought you into it, because you're not part of a
Yeah.
federation with them.
Exactly.
I mean, I know you can invite empires into your wars, but I'm pretty sure they have to
Yeah, you gotta
agree
pop
to
up
it.
and you have to accept it.
Yeah.
Right? But yes, nah. Like, you just come with me, bro. You're coming with me.
Oh, Stellaris.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't have my fleet at full
Initiating
power either,
communications.
so I'm sitting here. I need 2 frigates and 6 corvettes. Brother. Well, the Tanab Authority are on their own.
I await your instructions.
Hopefully they'll survive.
They would fine.
I await your instructions.
Just buy some alloys and...
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, how long is this going to take? So oh god, this is. Oh, it's gonna take me 5 years to inhabit this world.
Oh yeah, I have a habitable planet that's...
War has broken out.
Well, this one I'm going for because it has a hyper matter extractor and 3 back to refinery locations for it.
I see. Okay, so the Arcanian Dominion took took the system between me and the Loyalists. They just like snuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
Senate has passed. Oh boy,
Buzzword standardization.
I'm not even paying attention to that. Like the Mandalorian members of the Senate are just there picking their noses. Or cleaning their blasters. No, yeah, cleaning their blasters. That's the correct term for Mandalorian picking their noses. They're cleaning the blasters.
Cleaning their glasses. Oh dear.
Blasters.
Oh, blasters. Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, glasses. What? Suddenly, I had a
Cleaning
image
the
of a
Initiating communications.
Ben Franklin sort of Mandalorian.
Oh,
Technology discovered.
All right. I don't know if this is gonna help once you started it, but let's do this. Oh, but there's also this.
Initiating communications.
Let's do the colony development speed. I don't know if that affects an in-progress colonization or not.
Stellaris does not have any kind of features, or no, it does have features. Trade value, housing, local industry. Okay. I see.
Initiating communications.
Ecomonopolis slums. Clear this up. Yeah, I'm gonna clear this up because that puts crime in my place.
Ships upgraded.
Ooh, at the Brenna gas refinery location.
Initiating communications.
Terima Bostina.
Where did I put my science? Yeah, there it is.
Did you lose your science ship there?
No, I mean, I was talking about my labs. I did not remember where I put the labs.
Well, you did remind me that I needed to move my science ship to
Ships
Corellia to
upgraded.
help out there.
Initiating communications.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm saying, like, I did not have any other stuff to research, so it's like, where do I put the stuff? Oh, there's
Course
another archaeological site in one of the systems I took. I guess that it was an event that happened for the Kafir, and I just took over.
Nice.
So let's excavate that site. I am very disappointed, however, in our John Dari. He was not strong enough.
Oh no.
Oh, I can unlock the Star Vipers.
Course approved.
I always found the Star Viper to be an interesting design. You know, the fact that it started out as like Shizor's personal ship,
Construction complete.
and then like in Shadows of the Empire, it was like a whole different. It was a whole ship class that you'd fight, you know, in the Outrider at the end mission, and then it turned into the ship for like the Zon Consortium. Oh wait, no.
Which was no, they did it for the Mandal Modders, and then the Zon Consortium took them from them.
Yeah,
Right?
but before that, in KOTOR 2, they had that as the Basilisk War Droid, which I didn't exactly agree with that whole thing. I mean, I get the tie-in, but it was a little too much. Like, I don't know. I feel they could have done an actual Basilisk War Droid, how it appeared in the comics, rather than.
I
I
await your
understand.
instructions.
Yeah.
And then Forces of
Basilisks
Corruption.
at this point, I think, are basically forgotten. I don't. No, I think there are some basilisks around, like in the EU comics around this era. They still have some basilisks around. I think.
I'm trying to
Doesn't
think.
Boba Fett like fly in some basilisks at some point?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But I won't necessarily rule it out. Because, you know,
Yeah, I'm looking at thanks to the science vessel there. I'm looking at the Kafar system, and they have a 5,000 fleet there with 300 starbase.
Ooh.
3,000. Sorry, 3,000 starbase. I guess that 8,000 starbase was a bit of an oddity.
Dead Gungans.
Technology.
The coordinates led us to a small moon in a remote system in the deep galactic south. Our team identified the moon's sole settlement and landed on its outskirts. First images and reports confirmed the settlement was
Survey
built by
complete.
Gungan colonists, but everything looks old and worn, and some structures have suffered incredible damage. Preliminary analysis suggests the settlement was attacked, though little evidence of who might have done the attacking can be found. Piled in the middle of the settlement are the skeletal remains of at least 40 Gungans, one of whom was clutching a radiant orb. Secure the orb. Hey, we found the globe of peace now.
Initiating communications.
That seems like a mystery.
Let's see. Provides plus 5% monthly unity, plus 10% diplomatic weight for passives. The active is 10% trade value, 25% trade attractiveness, and minus 25% border friction.
Initiating communications.
So I have an orbital shipyard. I want a planetary shipyard. I think that makes more sense now. But I'm gonna need more. Let's see.
Initiating
Need
communications.
more minerals, or rather, more alloys. I have a lot of money,
Construction
a lot of
complete.
credits.
Yeah, I've been doing all right with credits too. I've
Construction complete.
bought 5,000 worth of alloys twice now.
Construction
And
complete.
Yeah,
Permission granted to land on platform.
I've been buying a lot of alloys because I don't
Constructing.
have
Constructing.
Concord Dawn.
Initiating communications.
Doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on that planet. Is there any structures that increase mining capabilities? Droid technicians turn minerals into new pops. Okay, no, I don't want that. I don't droid stuff. Ammunitions turn minerals into ordnance.
there was some planet around here that I built a droid factory on, but I don't remember which one it was. Oh, on Drawl.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of military. Oh, the military academy looks like the icon from from the old Galactic battlegrounds barracks.
Well, I mean, there
Yeah.
was some decent icons in that game, so not a bad choice.
Okay, so I don't seem to find any kind of buildings that improve resource gathering at this point. Maybe it's something that needs to be researched.
That could be, because I did see research, although I skipped it, which may have been a poor choice to like do the higher levels of research. So instead of having one research job, I'd have two of them. I don't know if it had any other additions there, but also, I've been forgetting to do something with my other envoy I have. Let's see.
Yes, I know.
Probably just put them with the Empire for the time being. Just to keep them at bay. Corporate Alliance is equivalent the Ariadu Authority. Also, oh wait, no. There they are. Inferior.
Gana disponar.
Alas, I don't have those domination related.
Yeah, I got. It's a shame that this war triggered before I could declare domination of the Kafir. But now, you know, that's the thing. Okay, hydroponics farming. So that's gonna give me a building that's to improve hydroponics, I think.
I would think something like that. Although looking at it, I don't think I have a... So I don't have a domination tradition.
Oh, there's Moff Council. In the Empire you need Moff Council. I don't know what's the difference for the other ones.
Maybe...
Abandoned. Ooh, we found
Survey
an abandoned
complete.
separatist outpost. Our trade has developed new skills.
Maybe it's institutional focus,
Initiating
or no, that
communications.
might be something else.
Terima Bostinak.
So the planetary shipyard and the orbiter shipyard. What's exactly the difference between these two guys?
I am not sure, because I was
Because
looking
they
at them.
both- Yeah, they both say the same thing. Like the planetary shipyard is a massive station based around the planet, dedicated entirely to ship construction, capable of building and upgrading ships. The orbiter shipyard is a massive station in orbit dedicated entirely to ship construction, capable of building up and upgrading ships.
Initiating communications.
So one thing I'm seeing here is, unless there's some other modifier that's causing it, it looks like at least, so comparing the heavy orbital to the heavy planetary shipyard.
Initiating communications.
The heavy planetary has minus 10% ship build cost and plus 25% ship build speed. Whereas the heavy orbital is
Tornado has broken out.
5% ship build and 15% ship build speed. Also, it looks like it's 8 shipyards for the orbital versus 10 for the
Initiating
planetary.
communications.
So it's really good investment to make a planetary one.
It seems that way, yeah. It's really not too much of a difference as far as the cost goes.
Well, time to give Terrace a planetary shipyard. I mean, I already have
Initiating
an orbiter shipyard in
communications.
Mandalore. I did not feel the pressure to make a new shipyard there.
Mm-hmm.
And if ever happens that the Cupic hegemony blocks me off for whatever reason, and then I'm gonna have a shipyard on the both halves of my empire.
Permission granted to land on platform 327. Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Technology
Permission granted to
discovered.
land on platform 327.
Constructing.
I await your instructions.
Ooh, a forge. Helps with
Construction.
metallurgy.
complete.
Might as well do that, I think.
Technology discovered.
This Holofeeder is still the best. Duelists turn alloys into unity. And amenities and noble capacity. Holofeeder. From idyllic Corellian holodramas to Mount Calamari ballads, the Holofeeders cater a wide clientele, all in full spectrum high fidelity holo.
Uh-oh, it's freezing for a moment. Who's declaring war?
It may not be it, it may just be a major event for one of the factions.
True. True. I can't talk today, not at all.
Is there anything else that's giving amenities? I don't want.
Hollow theaters.
Yeah, no. Aside from Holofeeders.
Oh, I think clinics do. A small amount, but I mean, it also gives the pop growth. So.
Initiating
It
communication.
doesn't seem like I've unlocked clinics then.
Oh yeah, you do have to research it.
Initiating communications.
Create clerks, which provide amenities as well. Fine, let's go with the Holofeeders.
Survey complete.
Ooh, another archaeological dig site. old Republic cruiser.
Nice. Is that your alarm for work?
No, that someone actually called me.
Oh, okay. Alright, folks, so that will be it for this episode, and we'll continue in the next one. I know it's been a little slower in this episode. I know Merak's in his war, but he's not in his war.
That little
Ships
technicality
upgraded.
there.
Yeah, pretty
Hey,
much.
Ships
I'm holding
upgraded.
back 5,000 Kafir fleet. I'm doing my job.
You are doing your job.
Construction
Alright, folks.
complete.
See you in the next episode.